If you want a fun project to tackle with gouache, this is the 5x5x5 challenge. So that's 5 paintings a day for 5 days, taking 5 minutes each. It's not a big time commitment, and at the end of it you'll have 25 tiny paintings that, even if they're not that great, they're going to be adorable. And to be honest, when you're taking only 5 minutes for a painting, it's okay that they're not a masterpiece. So this is the first week's prompt, and we're doing skies. So you've got 5 sessions over 7 days, and that's 25 minutes of painting time. You'll need a little extra time between paintings to decide what you're going to paint and maybe to clean your brush off, but try not to overthink it. This is about spontaneous painting. It's not a big planning project. If you do need some inspiration for the project, what I like to do is go on Unsplash and search like a general term for this. I would search for skies and I would just scroll through and I would paint whatever comes up. If you have something particular in mind, like if you want to paint lightning or the aurora, then go ahead and search for that and just scroll through the photos till you find one you like. So this is a great project if you're finding it difficult to find the time to paint. It's only a small time commitment every day, but enough wiggle room to interpret that however you want. If you only have time for 3 paintings a day, then that's fine too. If you don't want to do it in gouache, if you want to do it in something else, then that's fine as well. It's just about doing a little bit of painting every day and then having something to show for it at the end of the week. Okay, so having done week 1, I do have a few tips to help manage the short time frame. Tip number 1 is mix your main colour before you start your timer. So if you're going to do a big blue sky, mix all your blue up before you set your timer. That'll give you a bit of extra room to actually paint so that your time isn't taken up by just mixing your colours. Tip number 2 is to use a timer. Actually use one that's going to alert you at the end of the time limit. Otherwise you can kind of get caught up in the little painting and you find that it's taken 7 or 10 minutes, and that's not the idea of the challenge. So definitely use a timer. Tip number 3 is aim to get the painting finished within the 5 minutes. Now I know that should be pretty obvious for the challenge, but to be honest, I didn't always manage to do that. So I decided that after the 5-minute alarm had gone off, that it was okay to make a few last marks and to just tidy the painting up a little. Tip number 4 is to keep it simple. You've only got 5 minutes and these are tiny little paintings. If you use a 9x9 sheet of paper and a 1/4 inch tape, these are only 1.5 inch paintings. So you can't include a lot of detail anyway. So yeah, definitely try and keep it simple. And tip number 5 is to experiment. Try things that you wouldn't normally paint. Not everything's gonna work out like you want it to, but give new things a try and see how it goes. And finally, if you do give this a go and you're on Instagram, use the hashtag #GetGouache and it will get put in the hashtag with everybody else that's doing the challenge, and you can look through and see how others are doing and some tips that people have come up with for managing the short time frame. And if you check out my Instagram, which is @RuthWilshaw, and look at the challenge tab in my saved stories, you can find all the prompts that we'll be using for this project over the next 4 weeks. So I think we've got skies, and then trees, and then water, and then plants. So you can check it out, it'll give you the measurements and all the details that you need for the project.